Hi, my name is Ryan Kingsland. I'm a K through 5 teacher at White Knoll Elementary School. My lesson has been focused on the type of crops that have grown in our state and how the weather affects them. As a physical education teacher, I feel it necessary to teach my kids what types of healthy foods and exercise can help them lead a healthy lifestyle throughout their lifetime. This is my 10th year at White Knoll Elementary School. At such a young age, it's great for these students to learn on what it can be to lead a healthy lifestyle. I began my first lesson with talking about the grocery store and what is grouped together within the grocery store. From the grocery store, we moved on to different regions of stores within the world. We used iPads and I gave the kids lists of different products that could possibly be grown, and they found where things were grown within the world. We had a nice map so the kids could get an idea of what was grown around, and they had lists of things that they could put together to have them correlate what comes from what areas. A South Carolina map. My students are going to answer a few questions. How could we have maybe drawn this better?
We could have maybe looked at the map and maybe talked to the people who were close to us.
So what did we do well on this part?
Teamwork.
Each of the numbers were individually marked and each student got a separate thing to draw. Again, we're trying to work out on our South Carolina region. After analyzing our state map, my students used iPads in the classroom and found the major types of crops grown in South Carolina, along with a math lesson incorporating the distance one would have to drive to reach each crop throughout our state. After learning about the crops, the question arose, why do they grow here and how? Fourth grade standards incorporate weather and clouds. I thought this was a perfect segue to learn how crops flourish within our state based on weather. In class, we learned about 3 types of clouds, along with the description of each. We also made illustrations how they look in the sky and their relevance toward making crops grow within our state. We moved from learning about clouds to how the weatherman predicts the weather. We learned about warm and cold fronts and how they have effect on the weather. Weather is a huge part of growing adequate crops across the state or not having crops at all. So why do we predict the weather, ma'am?
So you can be prepared for different kinds of weather.
And what did our teacher help us say? To do what?
Wear the right clothes.
Wear the right clothes. Good. As a physical education teacher, I felt the need that we needed to add a little bit of some interpretation of what we've been learning in the gym, and this is going to be what we do. The sun, beautiful sun, comes out across South Carolina. From the west, we have an easy breeze coming in, and our cumulus clouds are roaming all over our lovely state, moving around, going through. Our wind is a nice easy ease. We also want to remember our cold and warm fronts coming through. All right, coming from the west, we have an easy breeze, and our warm front comes across our state of South Carolina. Easy breeze from the east. The cold front comes across our lovely state. The wind starts to pick up as our stratus clouds come out to rain down on our lovely state. And it's a beautiful night. And our lovely crescent palmetto moon goes across the lovely state. Sun comes up in our beautiful states. It's a nice, beautiful cumulus cloud day. Moving around.
As the sun has grown, our plants have started to pop up in our lovely state of South Carolina. Okay? Starting to grow. Okay? And our rain clouds started coming through. And the day is over as the moon comes out. And as the days move on, the sun comes out, our plants start to grow. And we have beautiful plants. We have tomatoes, we have cotton, corn, wheat, soybean, and peaches. Okay? And there it is.